Nobel Peace Prize winner Malala Yousafzai had a more serious message to the president at the Forbes Under 30 Summit yesterday. Take a look.
So when I was meeting President Obama, I shared three things with him. Number one was that the money that is spent on weapons and on guns and on wars, if that money is spent on education, it can really change the world. And the best way to fight against terrorism is to invest in education, because and my message was very simple. I said that instead of sending guns, send books. Instead of sending weapons, send teachers.
Amen, Malala.
Yes.
Nobel Prize winner.
Yeah.
Way to go, girl.
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful on one hand. There's this great organization called We Are Family Foundation, and they believe that world peace can be attained if you make sure that everyone in the world has all the necessary resources,
right.
Food, water, shelter,
right.
and so on, and education. That said, there are crazy people in the world, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Well, and if you think about someone like Hitler, what if we just sent books over to him? I don't think that it would have solved that issue. And so sometimes I wish there was no war. I wish there wasn't any. But I think, sometimes you got to do what... I was a very nerdy girl in school. I was nerdy, I was nice and everything. I didn't really fight, I wasn't violent until 4 girls jumped me, and you know what? Brooklyn came out.
Yeah.
It's important to remember that she won the Peace Prize, but so did President Obama, who's now engaged in a war against the most violent terrorists that we've ever seen, guys that are more dangerous to us than Al-Qaeda. And so I think we live in a world where you have to do both. And I am very comfortable with people trying to annihilate the people who shot Malala in the head, the Taliban.
Well, she's not, and I think that we should follow her lead, because she's the one who took the bullet in her head, and I believe only the light can end the darkness.
Well, that may be true. That may be true.
Maybe.
I pray for both. I pray just, there's nothing you can do with people who hate. And when you hate your own people, which is what ISIS is, they hate their own people. They kill their own people. So it's just, I'm tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. I put out the love, but I'm like Rosie. You coming me the wrong way, I'm gonna knock you out. I don't want to knock you out, but I'm gonna knock you out. I don't want to. And you know what? Speaking of somebody